What's up guys, Mickle here, and I have something very interesting to share with you in this video. A former head of the SEC's Enforcement Council just went on Twitter and said that he does not believe there is any way that Ripple can beat the SEC in their current case. In this video, I want to break down exactly what this guy was saying and where I think he made a critical mistake. I think once we break this down and really go over what this guy was saying, we are going to realize that it is actually a lot more bullish than many people initially thought. Make sure you guys stick around for this. This is very interesting. We also just got a brand new report out of Grayscale that might be one of the most absurd things I have ever seen. I'm going to show you how insane this report is and the crazy accusation that Grayscale tries to make in this thing. When I saw this, I could straight up not believe it, and I think Grayscale has some serious questions to answer after putting this thing out. Last of all, we have some gems from attorney Jeremy Hogan to go over at the end of this video. He put out a tweet earlier today on when he believes Judge Netburn is finally going to rule on the SEC's attempt to apply the attorney-client privilege to the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails. We're going to go over that and also go over and do a review of Jeremy Hogan's crypto portfolio. Make sure you guys stick around for that. You are not going to want to miss it. Like always, if you are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, real quick, huge shout out to XWAR for actually sponsoring this video. XWAR is a P2E shooter metaverse built and backed on the XRP ledger. The video game market is exploding, but one of the biggest issues with video games today is the inability to own your own in-game items. XWAR is changing this by minting NFTs of in-game items on the XRP ledger and allowing you to take ownership of those items. One of my other favorite parts about XWAR is the game actually looks really good and looks fun to play. This is a game I could totally see me and my friends grinding, and that's one of the reasons I like it so much. The graphics look great, the game will be cross-platform, there will be multiple ways to earn different forms of revenue, and multiple different modes to play, including shooting range, team deathmatch, team play, and zombie mode. The XWAR team has also been doxed, which is very important for me, and the token has real utility. It will be used for in-game fees, buying NFTs, competition entry fees, purchasing land, and voting in the DAO. The XWAR project is extremely well thought out, and I think it's going to have a lot of runway into the future. Make sure if you want to learn more about this project, buy their token or even their in-game NFTs, you check out the link in the description below. So guys, let's jump into it, and I wanted to start out with talking about this former SEC litigator going on Twitter and saying that he does not believe there's any way that Ripple can beat the SEC in this current case. So I did some digging around, and I thought it was pretty interesting, one, that this guy was even making these views public, because we know that most people involved in this case are really told not to say anything about it. This guy was very clear when he went on Twitter and stated that he believes that the SEC will win this case, and they are going to start winning once they win their appeal to not hand over the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails. Well, first of all, I think it's pretty out there to be saying the SEC is in any good position at all when they have to rely on an appeal to make their argument stronger. It kind of shows they already lost once, and he thinks the SEC is going to have some dramatic comeback once they win the appeal. I think this kind of sounds like hopium to me, but I started digging through his Twitter to see why does this guy have these views, and I found some very interesting things that you guys definitely need to see. One was this tweet right here, because I think this is really going to tell us all we need to know about this guy. He said, sorry, SLP. SLP is the guy he was responding to, but I'm not a crypto believer or buyer. I see it all as one mammoth Ponzi scheme with fat cats getting very rich and the ordinary investor getting hung out dry. Best of luck to you, my friend. So I think that should tell us everything we need to know about this guy. This guy does not like crypto. He does not believe in it. He does not see the use case. So I think it's very easy to say that this guy probably thinks the SEC is going to win, because if you see every cryptocurrency as a scam, if you see every cryptocurrency as a Ponzi scheme, then of course the SEC should be shutting it down. If crypto was just one massive Ponzi scheme to make people rich and take money from retail investors, then yes, the SEC should get rid of that. It should not be allowed. But this guy is completely wrong in that assessment. Cryptocurrency companies are literally creating new business models that are doing billions of dollars in transaction volume. Cryptocurrencies are redefining our financial system, and they are working with institutional players to do this. This is not some niche Ponzi scheme. This is not some weird money-making operation. This is a brand new technology that's going to change our financial system. The fact that this guy can't understand that shows that his crypto knowledge is completely lacking. Saying every single cryptocurrency is a Ponzi is literally just admitting that you cannot comprehend the technology that is taking place. If you look at what's happening in the crypto industry right now, do an in-depth review and see who is actually working with these companies, it is almost impossible to come away with the assumption that this is all one massive scam. But I think this is so important to point out because the simple fact that this guy sees every cryptocurrency in the world as a Ponzi scheme, it literally invalidates all his thoughts on the Ripple SEC case. That's because if he really does truly believe that XRP is just some vaporware token that does nothing and Ripple selling it simply to flip a profit, well, that shows that he could never wrap his head around why Ripple was never in the wrong. XRP is a utility token. It's software as an infrastructure for banks all over the world to transform the financial system. If you can't wrap your head around that and you think this is just one big marketing ploy by Ripple to create revenue, then of course you're gonna take the SEC side. So the really big problem I have with listening to anything this guy has to say is that he is making assumptions about this case without any fundamental knowledge about what XRP even is. And without any knowledge on XRP or without any knowledge on blockchain, you cannot make an accurate assessment of this case. I think this really ties in perfectly to it. Crypto Law tweeted out, the SEC seeks to characterize digital tokens themselves as securities, even outside the context of any fundraising without a clear basis in current law for doing so. And this is the big issue that people like our friend John, who we were just talking about, simply aren't even taking into account. The fact that XRP has independent utility outside any fundraising efforts by Ripple literally prove by the SEC's own definition of what a security is that XRP is not a security. And these are the nitty-gritty facts. This is the basis of the argument that people who don't understand XRP could never comprehend. They don't understand the utility. They don't understand the decentralized nature. They don't understand these very important aspects that make XRP clearly not a security. If Ripple went away tomorrow, XRP would still trade on the market. How could XRP be a security of Ripple? It doesn't make any sense, it doesn't fit, it doesn't work, and the very simple answer to why that's the case is because cryptocurrencies are not securities. So now we have to go over this. This was shown to me by Stephan Hubert, and I could not believe it when I saw this. This is straight up FUD coming right out of Grayscale, and I hope they know they are lying about this. I hope this is not just ignorance, because if they truly do not understand this, this is scary from a cryptocurrency company. Take a look at this filing out of Grayscale, because this is absolutely absurd. What this is Grayscale essentially trying to justify why they still have an XLM fund, but they were forced to essentially dissolve their XRP fund. They wrote, similar to XLM, XRP is a digital asset that is used to facilitate cross-currency payments quickly and efficiently. However, XRP's only function is to facilitate cross-currency transactions. Unlike the Stellar network, the Ripple network does not facilitate the creation of tokenized assets or offered a decentralized exchange platform. What? How could you say these things in an official report? Of course, XRP allows tokenized securities. It was one of the first platforms to ever allow this. It was also the first platform to ever have a decentralized exchange. And these guys have the nerve to say the Ripple network does not have this? What are you talking about? How could you be a cryptocurrency company the size of Grayscale and your research gets outdone by me? And I knew this for forever. I would have never wrote something this stupid. How do you put this out there? I do not understand it. I do not understand this weird push to try to make XLM sound like some compliant cryptocurrency and make XRP seem like something completely different. That is nothing short of absurd. These networks are very similar and you are splitting hairs to try to differentiate them. Yes, I know there's some significant technical differences, but it's insane to try to say this is the reason one should be considered a security and one shouldn't. It is absurd on its face, and I cannot even understand why Grayscale would try to push something like this. This is the last thing we need in crypto. This is so dumb, and it has blatant lies in it. I hope that these are lies. I hope Grayscale understands, hey, we're just going to push this dumb narrative because someone told us to, because if this is serious, this is very concerning out of Grayscale, and it's just straight up unfortunate that we have to see stuff like this coming out of the more prominent cryptocurrency companies. So let's finish this off on a positive note. Jeremy Hogan tweeted out, the only thing we are waiting for is Judge Netburn to rule on the disclosure of the Hinman emails. That should be next week. So this is something we have been waiting on for a bit now. We have seen different lawyers make predictions on when we are going to see Judge Netburn make this ruling. She has seemed to defy all of them so far, but Jeremy Hogan has a knack for being right. Let's see if he gets this. When he says next week, he means this coming week. He thinks Judge Netburn will make this ruling this coming week. This would be really big. I have said multiple times on this channel, this case is not moving anywhere until Judge Netburn forces the SEC to hand over these emails. Until that happens, we are in an insane stalemate. This will get resolved. I think we're on the back end of this. I think we're getting pretty close, but Jeremy Hogan thinks this is happening this week. I haven't seen him talk about this yet. Let's see if he's right. I really hope it is, because this would be a big step forward in this case. And last of all, I thought this was very interesting. Jeremy Hogan tweeted out, my Ledger Nano is a boring affair. I only buy what I understand. And on his Ledger Nano is only XRP. I thought this was pretty significant because I have seen now a lot of lawyers following this case actually purchasing XRP, and the fact that XRP is the only token Jeremy Hogan owns, I think that shows Jeremy Hogan and a lot of these other lawyers are fully convinced there is no way XRP is going to be a security, and not only are they saying it, but they're putting their money where their mouth is. This is pretty significant. I think lawyers generally are pretty conservative with what they say, but I think it's becoming very clear that a lot of the smartest people in law following this case think that Ripple will win and actually leave this case in a better position than when they started it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. Make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much. Happy 4th of July. And for now, Mickle out.